What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are here at Highland and we are doing another putter review from the shorts, this time with the Challenger OS. Might be an actually overstable putter from Discraft because most of them aren't super overstable. It says it's a 0.3, but the Luna said it was a 0.3 and it's not that overstable. We're gonna toss it off today and see if it fades. Actually overstable. Well, that is unfortunate. Gonna be even par, but good news is, and this is coming from someone who throws a C-line P2, Sky God 4s, they are overstable. This disc might actually be overstable. Now it says it's a 2303, and for Discraft OS typically means overstable. This 03 seems like it's more reliable than a Luna or a Kratos. Both of those need to be thrown on hyzer to get the 02 or the 03 fade. This disc feels like it's gonna be more similar to a P2 in that you can put it on some anhyzer and it's not just gonna hold it the rest of its flight, it's actually gonna fight out. That's good to know. Hole number 2, it's in the long pin position right now, so it's 285 feet. Let's see if we can make it there. Yeah, look at that fade. I put that on anhyzer. I threw that like it was a Sky God 4 and it faded still. Well, if I ever get sponsored by Discraft, I think I know what I'm going to be throwing. It's like a beaded P2, very similar to, I don't know if you go way back in my channel, you'll see me playing in Colorado, and this was before I really got hooked on the P2s and before I was able to find them consistently. And that was banned. Yuck. So when I was in Colorado, I played a lot with the Marshall from, I think it's Dynamic Discs. I had a premium plastic Marshall, and it flew the way I wanted my P2s to fly, or the way I like my P2s to fly currently. This feels and looks very similar to a Marshall. And even in the putter plastic, it's still got some good beef to it. So this is actually a good putter, y'all. Most of Discraft's putters are just kind of meh. This one actually, kind of like it. Currently 1 over par, but like I always say, plenty of holes to play. This one is right around 200 feet. It's par 3. We're gonna throw down the right-hand gap because this thing likes to fade. I'm gonna throw it flat to slight hyzer and just let it push all the way to the basket. Did I just hit the pole? I think I just hit the pole. Looks like we might be even par going into 4. Oh, look what we have here. Discraft's first good putter that I've reviewed. Hole 4 is in the long pin position, so 269, so right around 270. I'm gonna throw this flat at the fence, and with the fade I'm getting, I don't think I shouldn't be able to reach the fence. Let's put it that way. Flat at the fence, shouldn't be able to reach it. It should hyzer out before it gets there. Or I just throw the inside line, which is not a good shot for either pin position. Oh, that was so short. Hole number 5, 230. Up there to the right. Most of the putters that I review out here are the stability that to shape this fairway, you throw them flat and then they turn and drift. And you just hope you didn't turn it too much and you end up in the right side. I don't think I'm gonna have that problem with this one. I think the question is, can I turn it enough? That's gonna be the question. Oh. That thing's stable. That thing is legitimately stable. Let's see how it does on a touch forehand. Okay, so forehand, it holds the line you put it on. That's gonna be a rough putt to make. Hopefully I can make it so we can stay at even par. The next hole is gonna be fun though, because as far as I know, yeah, next hole is gonna be fun. It's in the short, and this thing hyzer, so I'm not gonna really be able to take my normal right down the middle dead approach. This one I'm gonna have to either forehand it or backhand hyzer, or else I'm just gonna hit a tree. So this is, you get it with Sky God 4s, and now I'm seeing that you get it with the Challenge OS. But it's got something that a lot of other overstable putters don't have. And that's when you're putting them, they glide and they're pretty much straight. A lot of other putters that are gonna be overstable are gonna drop on you or they're gonna fade. But the P2 and now the Challenger OS, I've noticed just from the little time I've thrown it that it's not a dumpy fade. So it's not like throwing a zone, it's not like throwing a slammer, it's not like throwing a harp or a pig or a rhino. It's gonna push on that hyzer, it's gonna glide on that hyzer. So it still has the glide and also the overstability, which is, from someone who loves to throw the spore, it's a great combo. Currently went over par, hole number 6, 187. What do you say we try the forehand hyzer? That sounds like fun. If it's just that overstable and the bead gives it the torque resistance, or does it flip up on a forehand? That's kind of what I'm testing right now. Okay, a touch of flip. It flipped up just a tiny bit, but it's not completely unusable. It flips up, well, and two, that could be that it's in putter plastic. If it was in a premium plastic, it might not have flipped up. It flipped up just a little bit, but it didn't get all the way to flat. It stayed on hyzer and then it started to fade and it continued to push on that hyzer. That's a great flight. That's a great putter. Discraft for once, good putter. Oh, almost short. I think the next hole is going to be where it shines. We finally have a hole that's going to go straight and then you need a hyzer, and we got a disc that goes straight and then it hyzers. Hole number 7, 264 feet, basket's in the middle pin position, so straight up there and then punch it to the left, or punch it straight and then hyzer to the left. Let's see how this holds up to some power, because so far I haven't really juiced it yet. I think I'm going to have to juice it if I want to get all the way there. I mean, for throwing a putter plastic, yes, we had a tailwind, but you're not gonna, like, that's really hard to do. That is a good putter. For once, Discraft, thank you so much for actually making an overstable putter when you say that it's gonna be overstable. because just because you put the 0.3 on the end of a putter doesn't mean that it's overstable. That one can hold up to the torque, it can hold up to some power, and it's still going to give you that reliable fade. The Luna is realistically, it flies like a pure. It's like a -1.1. It's not a 0.3. I don't know what they were talking about. Sorry, I'm rambling. Let's make a putt and move on and finally be under par for today. Go. Hopefully I can do it with a tripod in my hand. Did you see the dust come off? That was cool. Hole number 8, 199 feet. Right there at the bottom of the hill. We're gonna try to do the same type of throw as on hole 1. Just a soft little anhyzer and watch it flex all the way to the bottom. This hole has the possibility of taking a double bogey on it. So hopefully I can keep it from hyzering too much, because if it hyzers too much, it's definitely gonna roll away. So I want it to land very flat. Okay. Long, uncomfortable length putt, but it didn't roll away, and that was the goal. Don't know if it was the downhill or if I just kind of popped it clean. It held over on that turn, which is good. It's flying almost identical to a P2. I don't know where they're getting the 0.3 from. It's more like a 0.2, but it's very similar to a Sky God 4, and that's in puttery plastic. So all I can think is that you get it into premium plastics, it's gonna be that overstable. You can punch it, you can trust it in some wind, you can trust it on a flex line, and it's still going to hold up to whatever you throw at it. I don't know why all the pros aren't throwing this, because like they're playing in such extremely windy conditions and they're reaching for their flip up to flat putter when just punch an overstable disc and let it fade. Come on, it's that simple. That's understandable. One down into hole number 9. Let me formulate my thoughts. We'll check Bennett back in on 9's tee pad. Absolutely phenomenal disc. Is it going to beat out my P2s? No. Gonna say that right now? No. I already have too much invested in the P2 and the Sky God 4. I have so many. I have backups. I have backups on backups. I have backups in different stabilities. Like, we're already set. That part of my game is set. However, if I had to switch to another overstable throwing putter, the Challenger might be it. Honestly, like, it's giving the same slow, glidey flight as a P2. And it's not that much of a bead that it's gonna mess me up. It's just the tiniest bit of a bead. It's not super pronounced. It's a great disc. It flies really well. It holds lines and it flexes and it fades out. Something you're not gonna get with a lot of other overstable putters. Like most overstable putters, including the Envy. If I throw my Envy and put it on anhyzer and control its nose angle, it's never fading back. It's gonna hold that anhyzer the entirety of its flight. The P2 and now the Challenger OS are unique in that you put them on anhyzer and as long as there's enough air under them, they will fade. They're going to flex out, they're going to fade, and they might even get a skip. So all in all, Challenger OS, in my opinion, this is Discraft's best putter. And I don't know why more of the pros aren't throwing these, because this gives them something that no other putter in their lineup that I've thrown has a chance of doing. Challenger OS, great job, Discraft. We're gonna have one more hole, hole number 9, 203 feet. Round to the right. Let's put it on backhand anhyzer one more time. Oh no! I threw it hard enough, but then I threw it flat. No. Oh well, scramble shot coming up. Hopefully we can still make a par. I want to finish at least under par with this disc because it's a good disc. I don't want it to just be even par. I want it to be better. At least we can see where it finished, where it landed at. Let's go make a putt. It's so sweaty out. My hands are slowly slipping and I'm about to fall off my knees. There we go. Yep. All right, let's go make a putt. Required. If you haven't had a chance to check out a Challenger OS and you want to find an overstable putter that works for you, I don't know about all these other different types of molds and other companies. I love Discraft. Well then, found you one. Go check out a Challenger OS. It's a great disc. If it wasn't for my P2 obsession currently, might even go all in on some Chally OSs. But no, I'm stuck in my brain throwing Sky God 4s. We're gonna throw Sky God 4s until they lose all their stability, which is gonna take a while. If you enjoy content like this, please make sure to like the video. If you want to see new stuff, make sure to comment all that down below. And please make sure to subscribe for all the subscriber-only giveaways. They're getting to be pretty intense, and there's going to be some really, really nice discs coming out. Till next time, I will see you out on the course.